Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. I normally try to wait for somebody to come on, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this video. Um, I've been getting a lot of information that's been coming to me in regards to people secretly like filing court documents without a person's knowledge, about people speaking to medical professionals and proclaiming that a person is incompetent or incapacitated, incapable of taking care of themselves, mentally, mentally ill. And so I just wanted to, this is for educational purposes. You have to do your own research. But, I've been in the medical field since I was in the ninth grade. I started taking ninth grade. I took, medical terminology. 10th grade, I took medical professions. And I have always had a profound passion, interest, you know, um, for sciences, for the human body, for the psychology of the human mind, things of that nature. And so when I moved to Vegas in 2006, well, actually, I tried prior to moving to Vegas. I was in school in Marietta, Georgia. I went to school there, but some things happened between my sister and I, or I don't know, I really don't remember what happened during that time, that I ended up moving out of Georgia and coming back to Vegas, or Arkansas. So I did try that. But anyway, so I moved to Vegas in 2006, and I'm pretty sure you guys may or may not have heard this story before, but within 3 days, like my third day of being in Vegas, I I was staying with my aunt, and more people are in. You guys, please excuse me. I'm in here cleaning up. I'm doing my Sunday cleaning, doing laundry, so I look crazy and greasy. Um, but anyway, so, I believe in presentation, but I also believe in authenticity and just giving you guys the real me. So I'm not all dolled up, whatever. But I did brush my teeth. My teeth are brushed, okay? But anyway, so within 3 days of me moving to Vegas at 21, I'm sitting at my aunt's on my aunt's couch, and I see a commercial come on, and it was for a particular medical school here in Vegas. So that's why I came here. My first time hearing from the Holy Spirit, it was over, in the middle or early morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was in the midst of my wrongdoing at the time. And so, I heard from the Holy Spirit. I heard that soft whisper, that very faint, that voice that, if you blink your eye, you're gonna miss it. And I didn't miss it. I didn't hear God's voice tell me to get out of Arkansas right then and there, or I was going to destruct. So, I literally by 6 o'clock in the morning, good morning, I am him. By 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, at 21 years old, after my mother, I spoke with my mom. I, ran to my homeboy's house, the OG, ran to his house and, told him, and he was like, "Oh, girl, just go back to bed. Like, you're all right. And I'm like, no, this is serious. Like, I literally heard the voice of God tell me that I gotta leave, like, and I gotta leave, like, now. Thank you. I'm gonna sub to your channel as well. And so after he was like, just go lay down, I'm gonna hit you up in the morning, right? And so I was like, I couldn't shake it. I get in my car and I drive back home. I called my mom, and And I told my mom, like, I just heard the voice of God. God just told me that I have to leave here. And if I don't leave here now, that I am going to destruct. It just scared me because the voice was so clear, yet so faint, and so my mom was like, okay, she just begged me. At the time, my oldest son, who's now 21, he was a year old. And so she begged me not to take him. She was like, well, just leave, the baby here. She was like, you go first and get yourself, situated, and, you know, you can come back and get the baby once you get, yourself situated, right? So by 6 o'clock in the morning, I was on the Greyhound. I was on the Greyhound, and I was on my way to Vegas. Took me 2 days to get here on the Greyhound from Arkansas. And, like I said, fast forward about 3 days of me making it here, I saw that commercial and I went down to the school. I enrolled myself into the school, and I began. Just because I don't need you all the time doesn't mean that I don't need you at all, Kanawar. And so I put myself through medical school or whatever with the help of, I think really the only person who really helped me during my time in medical school was my uncle Lonnie. He made sure that I got to school every single day. And so, anyway, so I ended up finishing school. I graduated as a registered medical assistant. And while I was in school, like I worked for like a smoothie. It was like a smoothie. My child just walked by with a face full of stickers. I worked for like a little smoothie shop that was beneath the school. And I end up getting hired for like these Italian gentlemen who were running like a stamp and coin collection corporation. And so I became their executive secretary for them. Up until the point that I graduated for medical assistant. But anyway, so I have worked in medical for years, and I still have that same love and passion for medical. So whether I'm in school or not, I still have and I still do study the psychology of the human mind, and as well as the human body. So when I'm not being good to my body, like me drinking sodas that does this to me, I know what I'm doing, and I know when to stop. When I'm not eating healthy, I am very health conscious, so I take care of myself big time. Like I may slip a little bit, and that's just me when I get into like I would say, for lack of better words, when I get lazy. It takes a lot of discipline to really take care of yourself, to make sure you're eating the right foods, to make sure that, you're just taking care of yourself internally. But anyway, saying all that to say that I have worked more front office medical than I have back office, despite the fact that I do know how to do a butterfly. I know how to I'm skilled in phlebotomy. I am skilled in, butterflies and IVs. And I work for a Navy SEAL orthopedic doctor. So I know how to reduce a fracture. Someone fractures their ankle or their wrist. I know how to reduce it. I know how to do sutures, which is stitches. So if a person cuts themselves or whatever, I know how to give you stitches. However, I have worked front office more than I have back office. So for those who feel as though someone has been illegally surveillancing you, utilizing you as a case study to be mentally ill or incompetent or incapacitated, Your medical records are your medical records. So you have the authority and you legally have the right to go to any doctor's office and request your medical records. If you do not have a primary physician, you can, call your insurance. Your insurance will give you the network of physicians that is in your area. If you have Medicaid, Medicare, they'll also do the same. And they will assist you in finding a primary care doctor. Okay. And in that, even if it's not a primary care doctor, you are able to retrieve your medical records, and you can get those medical records for as far as they hold them. A lot of offices only keep medical records for 10 years, but any doctor that you have seen, anything that is in your medical records, you have access to. And so if you have people in your family, or, people in your family know people who are nurses, who are doctors, who just are in the medical field, and they have access to medical records, and they have been illegally, legacy, turn it down for me, baby. They have been, no, not off, baby, just down. They have been illegally going into your medical files, then you have a lawsuit. And you can sue them for a violation of your HIPAA rights, as well as an invasion of privacy. No one has the right, unless you give them permission, to access your medical records. Same goes for any court filings. If you feel as though someone has gone behind your back and they have filed paperwork against you, they have falsified or went into court and illegally testified against you. They have had court dates that you were not aware of, and they proceeded without you. You have a legal right to go down to your county clerk's office and retrieve all and any court filings that have been filed against you. Anything with your name in it, you have a legal right to it. So you do not have to stress, worry, or be in fear of what anybody has done to you or is doing to you behind your back. You have rights, and you have the right to exercise those rights, and stand up for yourself in those rights, because those rights are there for a reason. The Constitution was created for a reason, and do not allow people to take dominion and control over your life for the sake of their own personal gain and their agenda. People are malicious. And one thing that my father taught me that I hold on to is, I'm going to try to take a look at this. Right? So, when I look at you and I smile, you cannot see, right? You can't see if I have a slithering snake behind that smile, right? You can't see it. So my tongue, there's power, there's life and death in the tongue, right? So a person can be smiling and cheesing in your face, and they're all along they are using their tongue to kill you, to steal from you, and to destroy you. So know your rights, stay up on game. I can't wait till Tuesday. Monday is a holiday, so a lot of where the courts and the medical offices are shut down. But just take a look into things. You'll be surprised what you see and what you find. So even if this is not you, just for the sake of your peace, for the sake of your own peace, just take a look. See what's going on in your life. I know I am.